Good evening to you all, my beloved viewers, and welcome to today's video on Waiting to Roar. Today's video is again dedicated to my fellow Nigerians. How market now? To the Northerners who always think they have the numbers to manipulate Nigeria. How market now? To the Westerners who always think others are illiterate. How market now? To those singing on your mandate, we shall stand. How market now? Una never see anything. Una go see Pepe very soon. Please, viewers, join me to watch this brilliant woman, Asha Yusuf. And please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe if you have not. God bless you all. Bye.
I got a message, I think it was last night. I got a WhatsApp message from my sister. And so this message goes like this. She said, a Milocon supporter said business is down. He can't pay his daughter's school. He's seeking the help of well-meaning Nigerians to help him raise the money. Maybe you might want to help him. You know, she just put some laughing emojis there. So I was not like, okay, because I know my sister, she's very mischievous. You know, she can just always looking for those kind of, trouble or whatever. So when I saw it, definitely, and all of these Tinubu supporters, some of them, they're always insulting me, always abusing me. One of the things that I have, and I'm so glad that God equipped me with that, is that I have capacity to forget. Where I can fight with you this moment, the very next moment I've forgotten all about it and I've moved on. Because for me, I don't even keep anything inside. That's why if you give me bass, I will give you boss, not just bass. That's how I am. And the moment I'm done with that, it's over. I don't have this thing. Even like something can make me angry. I'm like this, it's all over. So I really don't remember people, and I don't even know this handle. I don't even know. So I just went in to go and so I clicked on it. Of course, apparently it was some guy who was okay, say he's let me even read his bio. He's some author, coach, management consultant, advocate of good governance. That's what he calls himself. He does consulting, and you know what just made me laugh? I just remember the 3 billion that how many less than 10 people shared when they were giving people millions of this thing. He's a consultant that insults people on behalf of Tinubu, but they didn't remember him. They didn't put him there. You understand? See it? And so it's like, oh, his business has gone down. And for me, it's how people don't realize that bad bad policies affect anyone. Even if you support government, it doesn't matter who you support, it affects everybody. And so when they keep insulting people, abusing people, attacking people, I remember 2022 how they kept telling us that, oh, you're going to suffer, Tinubu will win, there's nothing you can do about it, you will suffer, you will do that. I did a tweet, and I'm going to read out that particular tweet. This was what I said in that tweet. Let me go get that tweet now. And I was very intentional about what I did. And this is the tweet. It was done on the 8th of December 2022. And I said, some of you taunting me with things like Tinubu will win election and nothing you will do about it is the most laughable thing ever. I can comfortably survive another 8 years of disastrous leadership. I have enough passive income to take care of my needs. My tenants will pay rent. And then Rino Oduala, she said, I can survive 4 years. So after that, they will have to draft me into the army. Remember, Tinubu had said he was going to draft the youth into the army and feed them agbado and all of those things. But for me, this was what when I talked about that whole thing, I'm like, no matter how bad it is going to be, I don't think I'll be that adversely affected. So when I speak, I'm not speaking because of an experience I'm going to, but I'm thinking about every other person. There are so many people out there. This particular person, his child is in Afe Babalola University, where he pays millions, right, as school fees. There are some people who can't even afford the money they will pay in public university. There are some people who can't afford, because he has a family where he's thinking, okay, I need to take this call. Now I'll get back. Hello, everyone, once again. So sorry about that break. There was a call I needed to pick up. So like I was saying, so this particular person, because he can afford public private university, maybe he has a little good life for his children. You know, most people don't. Lord, I'm just laughing. Most people don't get it. So little time now that he just couldn't, his business just went, that he couldn't pay a bill of 1 point something. And those are the people that come and insult people and do all sorts of things, you know, mock people, mocks people's pain because they feel that they are fortunate to leave that place. You always, when some of us speak, we are not speaking because, oh, the government right now is personally affecting us, or we can't do something or the other, but for the generality of everyone. If everyone is not free, none of us is free. If everyone does not have access to so many things, we all don't have those access. It's not based on the little privilege that you have, that you be using it to do all sorts of things. Let me go on to and so he brought out, for me, the thing that really, so I'm just like, this particular person, honestly, is just crazy. He put out every detail about his daughter in trying to seek for help. Her name, okay, of course, the university, her full name, her registration number, her email address, her phone number, her matric number, the, what do you call that thing, the dark code, what do they call this code? Ooh, barcode of whatever, I think, to generate the whole thing, everything you can literally. So I'm like, for security reason, how do you put this whole data out there? At least there were some things you could have, blanked out. And the first thing I'm thinking about, did he ask his daughter for permission? For me, I'm very thinking about, did he ask his daughter for permission? For me, I'm very, those things matter a lot to me. If I was, God forbid, I was ever in a situation like this, I won't put the message out without my child's permission. They need to know this is what I want to do. And I'm thinking, if he had asked and he said this is what they're going to do, I'm sure the child would have said to him, blank out some things. Now you've put this child out there. Everybody, people, they wouldn't even relate her with you or whatever. Everybody now knows what has happened or what has. And these are the people who sit down and they are defending government. They are insulting people. I had to even just do a quick this thing to say, okay, let me just go and check. For me, when I saw that whole thing coming in, I'm like, okay, when I saw my sister sending me that, okay, who is this? Let me go and check. You know, the way you check on Twitter, put your handle on that other person, and then you see places where you've, interacted. On the 7th, some of the interaction that I see we've had, I have never even replied him. So that was why he wasn't even somebody that handled that I know. But of course, me, I have never blocked anybody. I have over 2 million followers on Twitter. Since 2014, my first tweet was bring back our girls. I've never blocked anyone. Up to today, I've never blocked anyone. I've never muted them. If you like, insult me from morning to night. It's your mouth you're using to insult. When you're tired, you will go. There are some people who come, like some will stay for years insulting me. Oh, I won't block you. I won't mute you. If I have your time, when I feel I want to use it to catch cruise, I will reply you. Otherwise, do your insult and go. But this one, I see, I've never even had any. I have never even replied him and stuff like that. So I saw on the 7th of September 2023, I put out this thing that said justices were too ashamed to face camera and give their rulings. They were more like counsels to the respondents. From their words, body language, countenance, and intonation, you could feel their anger at the petitioners. That was during the appeal court judgment. And he comes to say, all hail, not as far as I'm concerned, not my president Bola Tinubu. That's what he put there. And then he still puts, when I put, someone said Tinubu is not my president, and then he comes to put his own thing. And then on the 8th of July, I think this 2023, I said Tinubu fraudulently occupying the highest political office in the land through forgery and rigging is what is most unfortunate and has given room for more children to say if Tinubu can do it, they too, why not they? Reasons Nigerians must focus on the judiciary to do the needful. I was responding to what this person had said, Festus Keyamo. And come to think about it, I've not seen Festus Keyamo in a long time. Where that one can go enter? Anyways, on about him, deliberately keeping quiet on the issue of Mesoma. If those of you that remember Mesoma, that was accused of forging a particular certificate, and then this particular person that is out there begging for school fees for his daughter comes out to say, since Peter Obi lost the general election, you have been inconsolable. At every slight opportunity, you belittle the country just to score cheap political points. You claim to love Nigeria, but take every opportunity to promote hate, slander, and negativity in the land. This is what he said to me. And then there was something I was saying. I did a tweet on the 9th also of July. I said, the way they gaslight people to force them to stay in abusive relationship is how they want to gaslight you and force you to accept Tinubu, who rigged and fraudulently got himself declared winner. If accepting a crime is what makes one love Nigeria, count me out of the hatred disguised as love. And then he comes to reply my this thing and says, Mesoma and Peter Obi share a lot in common. They both attempted to use technology to rig themselves into first position. Kudos to the JAMB and INEC for saving us from fraudsters. And then here again I said, let me repeat, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not my president. This was on the 9th of September 2023, and this particular person comes to say, just a reminder that Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar lost to Bola Tinubu at the polls. So he puts president, definitely not my president. And and then someone come to, someone say turn that back, something about, he and someone insulting themselves over there and all of that. Just so a lot of these things that happen and the craziness of it all is how people we continue to defend, bad governance, do everything, support all sorts of nonsense. It's not about whether whoever you support and all of that, then they come to social media to seek for help. For me, I find that very hypocritical and very annoying. There are so many people who don't have access to social media. I've been saying it, social media itself, it's an access that a lot of people do not have. They don't have the means to be there. They don't have the education to be there. They don't have, and they have a lot of problems. Those are the people that I think about when I'm making demands on government. It's not because I've not eaten or I will need food from anyone or my children haven't paid school fees or anything. There are people out there who do not have this access and opportunity that we've had, opportunity to education, opportunity to good health, opportunity to access to information, opportunity to social media, opportunity to have voices, opportunity for our voices to be heard. There are people who don't have all of these opportunities, and so when we speak for them, when we speak, we should remember them and be their voices and not speak from our own selfish point of view where we feel that everything is okay with us and then it's to go on and keep defending. But at the end of the day, we all are victims waiting to happen. Like I always say, yesterday's victims were once survivors, today's victims were yesterday's survivors, and tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The question remains, who is next?